Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how to do this bling text effect here. It's pretty popular. I've seen it around a lot. That'd be a pretty cool tutorial. So start off with a new file, 800 by 600, and it works well with a thicker font. So you can see all the diamonds and see all the detail in there. So try to find a nice thick font. And you can use any background. I'm just going to use this for now. You can use any background you want, but when you put it on a background, it just makes it pop out even more. Like I said, you can use any font you want, but the thicker fonts work better. Okay, so once you got that, you're gonna have to rasterize the font. So what you do is right click, write it anywhere here, hit rasterize type, and then holding the control button, hold it down and click here in this little square to make the selection around the text. And just so you know, when you do that, it'll make a selection around anything. It doesn't have to be text. If it's in this layer and you control click in here, it'll make a selection around anything. Okay, so after that, reset your colors to black and white. Go to filter, render, clouds, and then hit Control D to deselect. Now you're going to go to filter, distort, and then you're going to hit glass. Okay, so their defaults are a little bit different. I think it's on frosted. So put it to tiny lens and bring it all the way up to 20, and your smoothness down to 1, and your scaleness, it's default, it's at 100, but bring it down to about 50. Okay. Okay, so once you have that, you're already starting to see the diamond kind of shape. Go into image, adjustments, and with your curves, you can play with it a little. I found this works pretty good. Just bring it up to kind of lighten it up a little bit. And if you add a little bit more black, it adds a little bit of depth to it. But that looks pretty cool like that. Okay, so you got a nice looking kind of diamond shape here, or texture. Now we're going to add the outline. Now we're going to do layer styles, stroke, and make it 10. Make sure it's on the outside. Blending more normal. And fill type, change it to gradient. And by default, you have one. It's this one. Everybody has it. These are all other ones that I've downloaded, but everybody has this one. It's called the copper one, copper effect. Choose that one. Hit OK, and put it at about at a slight angle. Let's see, that works pretty good. About 107, 108. Scale 100. Okay, now do the bevel and emboss, but instead of normal, go to stroke emboss. Stroke emboss, depth 100, size. What thing you gotta play with here is you're gonna use this contour, which is ring contour, and then you play with the settings here. Different settings will give you different effects, but you're gonna want to bring the depth up to somewhere around here, around 800%. Bring the size down to 10, because the depth of your stroke is 10. So the rest is you can pretty much leave the same. Now it's already looking pretty good, but you know you don't want this copper look, uh, copper color. So what you're going to do is you're going to make an adjustment layer, hue and saturation, and you're going to hit colorize. But we don't want it. That'll apply that hue and saturation to the entire picture. Well, we only want it around the gold area, the edges. So we're going to put it on a mask. What you do is, again, hit Control and click in here. Go to your mask here and hit Control backspace or delete to fill it in with black. I believe in or just fill. Go to Edit, Fill, Color, and hit black. Hit OK. Or even another way to do it is go to Edit, Fill, and just use your, since right now black is our background color, just hit background color, hit OK. Okay, so now we also want it, we don't want it on the background. So what you're going to do now is go to Select, Modify, Expand, 10 pixels, the size of your border. Inverse your selection, hit Control Shift I, and then again fill it with black. Fill your mask with black. Edit, Fill, background color. Okay. So now basically we just have our hue and saturation adjustment layer only surrounding our gold area here. Now we can play with the colors. Bring the saturation up. Put it, get a nice gold color, something like that. That looks pretty good. Okay, and let's add a slight inner shadow to kind of give it depth. Bring this up to about 90, and the distance do about 2, and the size also 2. We just want a slight shadow, nothing too heavy. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And then after that, you're pretty much done. Just download some brushes, some sparkle brushes, put them on a new layer, add some bling. Oops. Make sure you have white and add a few bling sparkles. Do various sizes to kind of give variation. And there you go. Oh, also, just to give a little bit more depth, go back to your bling layer here. Again, layer style, drop shadow. And just a little bit of drop shadow, bring it in. That looks pretty good. Just, it adds a little bit of depth. That looks pretty good. Okay, cool. So there you have it. If you guys have any questions, comments, please comment below and hit the subscribe button. And thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.